Hello everyone, this is Princess here, and for today's video we're going to talk about the infiltration report for February. So the very first thing that we have is the Crystal Passives quest. This is a new type of quest that was featured, or that's going to be introduced into JP, and this was also talked about in the OPE. So basically, the way how it works is this will start on January 30th and it resets every Monday at 3 p.m., which is JST, or Japan Standard Time. So you have to complete a Shinryu with a party of one crystal color, and you will earn Brilliance points. You earn up to 400 per week. Now, the Brilliance corresponds to every crystal color. The difficulties can be adjusted as well between like 0 to 3. So, like 1 would be like the normal Shinryu, and then 3 is just the same, but there's going to be more HP. So, you're fighting the same bosses, but they're going to have different kinds of HP, different amounts of HP at a higher level. So the higher the difficulty, the faster it will be to farm for points, and then more Brilliance points will be earned. And the thing that they mention is that the fights are going to be the same for everyone, but you do have the chance to change the quest as well. So if we go, if you push this little icon right here, you can change the quest for a different fight. It can only be done once per week though, and it is for free. And then if you do it anymore, it is going to cost gems. So some of the fights that are introduced right now, you have the bosses from like when Kina debuted, the one from Leo's chapter where he got his burst. There's also the part 2 with like Iris, which was the Magitech armor. And then you have like the bosses from like Pain's Intertwined Will, Rex's Lost Chapter, and then Kor's Lost Chapter. So for the Brilliance, you will have this new room available, which is called a crystal room, and it contains 6 crystals, which is shown right here. So in each crystal color, there are 18 areas. Each of them contain 5 slots. The first 4 slots will boost your stats, and the middle one contains a crystal passive. Both will affect all characters of the same crystal color. And the first 4 also requires 100 points each, and then the middle requires 600, so it's going to be about 1,000 total. And then there are 18 crystal passives, but you can only equip 3 of them. And the way how the passives work is that they're like a double-edged sword. That's kind of how I see it. So you can get something like extra HP damage bonus during force time, but your force gauge is going to fill up even slowly. So when you complete all 18 areas of one crystal in the room, you will grant a crystal ability for each basically. Sorry. And then the crystal abilities, they can be used in fights, and you will also earn ultimate coloring brilliance to make farming easier. They are given to us as a gift, so right over here. So then we have the 6th anniversary campaign. So happy 6th anniversary to the Japanese version of Opera Omnia. Hard to believe this game's been going on for 6 years, and I've been playing it ever since, but it is great to see that it's been going on for this long. So this starts also on January 31st, sorry, I got my times mixed up. So the 50+1 banner does come back. I already did it, and I mainly got dupes, not anything new in terms of forces or bursts. And then the daily free draws are back as well. So they also mentioned in the OPE that you will get a first free draw on about 6 banners, or 12 in total because we get 2 each. So the first 2 is going to be from Lightning's Intertwined Will banner, and then the next 2 will be from the World of Illusion Spiritus for Leviathan, Sephiroth's Intertwined Will, the 6th anniversary campaign banner, and then a raid banner, and then we have 2 banners at the end of February. And then speaking of Lightning, so Lightning is getting her Intertwined Will. She is also getting a Force, and she gets a set of stickers as well. And the next character to get their burst is going to be Beatrix. And here are the little lightning stickers over there. And the OPE mentioned that her Force partner is Furion. The animation is really cool, by the way. Highly recommend checking it out. But yeah, she has a rework now, and she is amazing. If you want to see how she works, there are some videos about her rework right now. Highly recommend checking them out. So the next thing we have is our anniversary co-op, which is part 1. So this co-op is going to be divided into 2 parts. So the first time meet is also reset. We get a new animated sticker, which is that little Moogle over there, which is adorable. You also get the There's also going to be 5 tokens awarded when you do the daily quest, and the items are unlimited, and there are points in there as well if you're missing out on those. And during the campaign, they mentioned that, I don't think they mention it here, but it's mentioned in the translations that players who spend 1,000 yen or more, 66 of them will receive 6,000 gems as a gift, and those who spend 3,000 yen or more will receive 1,000 of the colored brilliance thing that I mentioned before. And they also mentioned that the magic pots and flower cactars have a 100% appearance rate during the campaign. So if you're missing out on power orbs or guard orbs, or if you need to level up characters, then this is your chance to do it. So the next thing that we have is our next Divine World of Illusions, or sorry, Worlds of Illusion Spiritus, which is going to feature Leviathan. And the next character that's going to get their Force and Burst for this event is going to be Lena, which I'm really excited about because honestly, I miss using Lena. I love using her for healing, for debuff evasion, and I really want to see what she gets with a Force and a Burst and with her rework. And then for our next event, we have Sephiroth's Intertwined Will. So they also mentioned that part 2 of the 6th anniversary co-ops will be featured. So the Shinryu we have for his Intertwined Will is also going to be for the co-op, and hopefully it's not going to be anything too hard or annoying to deal with. But yes, like I mentioned, Sephiroth's also getting a Force, so that's going to be interesting to see because, like, Sephiroth, like, when was the last time anyone used him, to be honest? And now moving on to the producer notes. So starting with reworks. So Lightning and Beatrix get a rework on January 31st, Lena on February 7th, and then for February 14th, aka Valentine's Day, Sephiroth, Aranea, and Golbez get a rework, and I'm really excited to see what Aranea and Golbez get specifically. And then on February 21st, it's going to be Queen, and this is a character who really needed a rework, so I really want to see what she's going to get, and hopefully it's something good too. So then this last bit right over here, so this first part is in regards to the crystal passives. So what they mention is that passives are divided into different types like A, D, or U, and even though they have like a double-edged sword to them, you can try and take advantage of the passives. So if you're working with characters who have like counters or off turns like Gladio, Core, or Beatrix, you can give them something like speed down and then low turn rate to take better advantage of their counters. And then there was another bit, so this one over here, this one actually made me laugh. So this is in regards to Vincent and Noel's Force Enhancement. So as you know, ever since Shinryu started, which I think was back in October, Vincent and Noel have not gotten any sort of Force Enhancements at all. And it's crazy to think that they're the only two who haven't gotten it yet. So basically the devs know that they don't have the Force Enhancements, but they plan to make them available with their forces, and we just need to wait a little longer. And I'm kind of hoping the wait is worth it because these two really need a lot of help. Like they don't just need Force Enhancements, they need a rework too. And finally, we have our monthly gifts. So we have 9,000 gems, 1,000 of the Rainbow Brilliance, 70 tickets, 20 Power Stones, and 5 armor tokens. So these will be available from January 31st through February 7th. And one last thing I want to mention is that the Twitter campaign also comes back. So it's the event where you have to just like and retweet any sort of Opera Omnia tweet that has the specific hashtag, and then you get points for it. And then you can exchange those points for items like burst tokens or ingots. So just kind of go to my inventory. You can see I'm already using them on the burst tokens. I did also go for the ingot as well. I'm mainly trying to go for what's like rare or what I don't have yet. And then just for the last thing I want to show off, I do want to show the crystal room. So we go over here, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, I have the green passives worked on already. I'm probably not gonna do this all the time, but if I have the time, then yes, I will most likely work on this. I'm probably just gonna do like green and black will just be like my top priorities because I use characters like Iris or Terra, Sid Reigns, or characters like Gladio and Ostos. But yeah, let me know what you crystal passives you're working on and what passives you hope to get from this. So that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you are excited for this anniversary, and I will see you all next time.